And welcome back to the Northeast Florida Surf Fishing Forecast. Hope everyone had a great weekend. This video was shot Monday afternoon next to the Jacks Beach Pier. I have the sound off from the video because the wind, I was going to try to do the live broadcast there. No way, Jose. Southeast 20 plus, absolutely filthy water. And the next few days don't look much better, but we're going to talk about that and hopefully lead to some areas where there might be some fish caught. Because right now, Jacks Beach is mud and catfish and sharks, guys. Not good at all. Like I said, lots of southeast wind in the forecast, guys. In fact, the next 3 days, 4 days, they're calling for southeast 10 to 20. And probably just like with Monday afternoon, the sea breeze increases as the day goes on, which is no good right now because the water's complete mud. And if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you know what we talk about, south wind, what it brings, catfish, sharks, stingrays, sand perch, and a lot of little fish. I mean, it's not that you can't catch a drum, a red, a trout, but the odds are against you, to say the least. Speaking of the water temperature has warmed up as well. It's Jacks Beach right now, 78, Fernandina, 78. Down in Flagler, it's up to 80. They're catching kingfish off their pier. We'd be catching kingfish off of our Jacks Beach pier if it was up, but it's looking like it won't be till next year when they're done. Let's hope that's when it gets done, is next year. It's been since 2016, Hurricane Matthew, that it was damaged, and seems like forever for us pier guys. If you want to go into surf the next few days, like I said, southeast wind, so I would avoid Jacks Beach. Maybe head south. Got a few reports out of Crescent, but they said the water was dirty there as well. I know further south there's been still straggler pompano coming up, Melbourne area. Sometimes down that way the water doesn't get dirty like it does up here in the Northeast Florida area. But if you don't want to go down south, I would start at Huguenot and work north. Get on the north side of those jetties and work north, because they really do help block a lot of that south wind from dirtying up the water. Little Talbot, Fort George area, Amelia Island, check Fernandina. Plenty of sand fleas up there. When it's like this, with this pattern of this southeast wind, it's really depressing for surf fishermen. One thing you can do if you want to get a good fight is take your class 9 for the shark fishing. Go down to the beach, catch a small whiting or croaker, and chunk them out there. And there have been a lot of nice black tips coming up, 3 to 4 foot, 5 foot. Just make sure you have the right rigs, the right hooks. That way you can have a quick release. And preferably, if you're gonna fish for sharks, don't go in an area where there's a lot of swimmers, because bringing that shark in, you never know. You don't want a little kid to run over to it, or the shark to swim into a crowd. They're not real happy when they're hooked, guys. But that's it. This is a sort of a depressing report with this dirty water, but like I said, Huguenot north, there have been some whiting, bluefish, very scattered pompano. There are still a few around, but they're scattered. As far as the river's concerned, if you go in the river, quite a few nice flounder are coming up, guys. Nice redfish, some nice fat trout. So that's another option. A lot of times that's what I do during the summer. I fish more river versus the surf. Now, when the water's clean in the surf, I'm in the surf, but during the summer, we get tons of south wind, so the water's dirty a lot. So I'll be in the river fishing for flounder, because believe it or not, in the river, when the water's murky, it doesn't bother the fish. In the ocean, when it's murky, it brings the catfish and sharks, stingrays, stuff that most of us really don't want to catch. But plenty of bait. Like I said, sand fleas are still around. Right now, it seems like fresh shrimp, clam, and sand fleas and fish bites are the top 4 baits that are catching everything. And if you have a kayak, we talked about the kingfish on the beach. The schools of pogies I saw last week had fish in them. I just don't know that it's going to be calm enough in this area for you to take a kayak out. I was looking at the surf late Monday evening around 8 o'clock on the camera on the beach. It looked like 3 to 4 foot surf coming in. It was southeast at 23. And with that southeast wind, we're gonna have 3-4 straight days of this. We're gonna have a little bit of a groundswell coming in. So if you are gonna take a kayak out, wear your life vest or don't go. We don't need to see you on the news. Usually about once or twice a year in this area, we see where somebody goes out when it's too rough. I was talking to my buddy, he's in the Coast Guard, and he was mentioning one time he had to, he took a call. There were people calling in. They took a 19-foot boat out when no one else was out, and it was too rough, and they ended up actually capsizing, and they ended up drowning because they went out when it was too rough. So guys, always heed the sea. Like we talked about, the ocean is no respecter of experience or non-experience. It's just there and it doesn't care. So we have to be the ones to care and to value our lives and those around us. But enough of that little chasing the rabbit, as I call it. We'll have an update tomorrow on Tuesday afternoon. Maybe the forecast will change. We need some straight east wind or light northeast wind to clean this water up. If we could get a whole day of east wind, 5 to 10, it would clean that water up pretty fast. But right now, like I said, as I'm filming this right now, it's southeast at 13 at the Jack's Pier on their weather station. So when it's that strong, it's not gonna clean up, just not. But that's all I got. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Hit the subscribe button. We're gonna try to have another seminar this month if we can get it scheduled. If not, it will be next month, July. This month's sort of busy with things going on the weekends, family events and such. But I'm also gonna, this month for sure, we're gonna meet up at the beach and catch some sand fleas. For all those who don't know how to, I wanna show you how. It's once you learn what to look for and how to catch them, you'll never have to buy them again as long as they're in the surf. And just bring your sand flea rakes, and I'll let y'all know on the Facebook group and on YouTube. So that's something we can look forward to. It'll be fun. And they're fun to catch, man. When the fish aren't biting, I like catching sand fleas. And with my kids, give them the rake, let them dig some up. But until next time, guys, tight lines. Thanks for watching, and go catch some fish.